The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Now is your chance to qualify for the golden ticket that gets you and a guest into every Q101 event for a year. Please don't text and drive. Standard message and data rates apply.
Q101.
Let's go. Better Than Ezra at the House of Blues, Thursday, November 16th. You'll get tickets to Better Than Ezra from our friends at Live Nation if you text BETTER to 312-591-8300. Text BETTER. Kenzie, do you want to help out with the spelling of better or no?
Okay. B as in butter.
Okay.
E as in excellent.
Okay.
What am I spelling better? T as in try.
Okay.
Another T as in telephone.
Good.
Another E as in eggs. And R as in rectify.
Very good. Text BETTER to 312-591-8300. That's a chance to win the Better Than Ezra tickets to the House of Blues and qualify for the golden ticket. Everything. You will have full access to everything Q101 does for a year. You will feel like a VIP. You will gain Instagram followers from all the concerts that you're at. You will be a rock star in Chicago because you'll be at everything we do from Riot Fest to Riot Fest. So text in now, BETTER, as Kenzie spelled it, to 312-591-8300.
Do you want me to do it again?
No. But because it's Better Than Ezra, we go to the Brian and Kenzie vault of Norm Macdonald on Saturday Night Live. So a glorious clip.
And in music news, number one on the college charts this summer was Better Than Ezra. And at number two, Ezra.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and it's time for you to choose what we talk about next based on the headline alone. Which story do you want to hear more about? You guys text in 312-591-8300. You text in either headline number 1 or headline number 2. You decide. We will not read the other story. We will never talk about it again. So make your decision clearly, wisely, and of good conscience. So, headline number 1. A snake fell from the sky and bit a woman right before a hawk ripped her arm to shreds.
Good Lord.
That's headline number 1. Do you want to hear more about that story? Text in headline number 1. Headline number 2. My wife lost her leg in a horrific accident and it destroyed our sex life.
Oh, my God.
Tough choices today. That would be headline number 2. So which story do you want to hear more about? Headline number 1 or headline number 2? We will not talk about the other story ever. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Even if there's a fire.
Yeah, that's right. You decide at 312-591-8300 right now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, if you missed the keyword for the golden ticket, hang tight at 8:20, just a few minutes away. We'll give it to you again and your chance to go see Better Than Ezra at the House of Blues. Great band live. Amazing. And then you'll get a chance to get all the concerts Q101 does for a year. That cannot be understated. It's thousands and thousands of dollars of free concert tickets coming your way. So stay here for that. We'll give that to you. But in the meantime, you decide what happens now. Which story do you want to hear more about? Now, I read 2 headlines, and you decide which ones are more interesting. We'll only read one story, okay? The other story we'll never talk about again. And the headlines were this. Headline number 1. A snake fell from the sky and bit a woman right before a hawk ripped her arm to shreds. That was headline number 1.
Not a great day.
Headline number 2, also not a great day for the wife. My wife lost her leg in a horrific accident, and it destroyed our sex life.
That is such a man for that to be the focal point. Not her horrible accident, her recovery, her leg gone.
I will say we may have gotten more texts about this than we've ever gotten in this bit. And it was
working on it.
Very close. Kenzie answers every text, and we added them all up. And the story you wanted to hear more about, and you will hear more about now, we will never talk about the other story again, was a snake fell from the sky and then was attacked by a hawk. And here is that story for you because you requested that we talk about it.
It's true.
Here it is. Help me, Jesus. Snake falls out of sky and lands on woman, then both attacked by a hawk. So this woman in Silsbee, Texas, was mowing her lawn. A snake fell out of the sky onto her. Let that set in for a second. A snake just fell out of the sky on her arm and then wrapped around her arm.
Oh my God. Ah.
Right. Does that sound bad enough that would scare the hell out of you and make you never go outside again?
Heebie-jeebies.
Right. So the snake is on her arm, wrapping around there after falling out of the sky from God knows what, maybe another bird. And then a hawk came down and attacked both of them and ripped her arm to shreds.
Because the hawk was trying to eat the snake?
Yes.
But the snake was on her.
The snake was trying to attack her, wrapping around her arm, and then the hawk came down to eat the snake and then just tore her arm to shreds. We will not be posting a picture of her arm. It is unbelievable how she's alive today. Hawks are vicious. There's some flying over Wacker Drive. They're nesting up there.
Huge. I just like
They're dinosaurs.
I just like the fact that the hawk was trying to have a buffet on top of her.
The snake was squeezing so hard, she said, I was waving my arm in the air. And then this hawk swooped down, clawing at my arm over and over again. I just kept saying, help me, Jesus! Help me, Jesus!
Did anyone help her?
Well, Jesus didn't come. But the hawk eventually ripped the snake off her arm and flew away with it. So the hawk won. The hawk won this case.
What does her arm look like?
I'm telling you, you do not want to see it. You won't be able to eat
serious?
lunch. You will not be able to eat lunch. It's terrible.
I bet I will still be able to eat lunch when I take a bet.
It is you. I don't know. We'll see. And Jones thinks the hawk came down on her at least 4 times trying to get the snake. Blood was everywhere. Her husband heard the commotion and came out running.
After everything flew away. It's like, well, I'm not getting involved in that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he could have mowed the lawn. Either way, she said, I was yelling and screaming. He didn't know what I was saying. He just thought I was bit by a snake. He didn't understand the part of the hawk that came down and tore her arm apart. And
Oh
took
my
the
God.
snake
He's like, there's
away.
not even a snake here, you crazy ass lady.
It's just, just a little snake. You're going to be all right, okay? Her husband then took her to the emergency room. She was treated, and there's also bruising from the snake. So not only did the hawk rip the flesh off, the snake actually bruised her arm from squeezing her that came out of the sky.
She's just been going through a lot. You know, it's funny because we're getting a lot of texts people saying, how the hell could that happen? How could a snake just fall? This actually happened to somebody I knew. A snake fell on her. So, not like, no, well, but still. You know how, like, you take those shuttle buses when you go on trips and you drop to have a different resorts? Like, we were in Mexico. So we were on the bus with somebody coming back from our honeymoon in April. And there was a girl on there, and we're like, oh, how'd you like your resort? It's always fun to compare resorts. And people were like, oh, we had the best trip, whatever. And this girl's like, it was okay, but a snake fell on me. And I go, what? She was in the pool at the swim-up bar, and there was tons of palm trees, and a snake fell out of one onto her in the pool.
Oh.
And I'm like, I would have lost my mind. No hawk, which is good news.
Right.
But then a shark ate her. No, I'm kidding.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, so the golden ticket, your chance to go see Better Than Ezra at the House of Blues. First off, text BETTER to 312-591-8300 right now. Better. Better Than Ezra at the House of Blues, Thursday, November 16th. Our friends at Live Nation, of course, helping out with all the shows we're getting here together for you in the golden ticket. So you'll see that show, and I can tell you, having seen them, they are awesome live. A great, almost a better live band than a recorded
You saw
band.
them live?
Oh, I've seen them a bunch of times.
Where?
Yeah, Better Than Ezra. I've seen them at the House of Blues, actually.
Have you?
And I also saw them at the Riv. And they also played a Q101 Jamboree. We used to call it Picnic Jamboree, like way back in the day. And they played one of those. And I'm telling you what, they stole the show a little bit. You don't want to follow Better Than Ezra.
It's kind of like Bad Flower.
Yeah, Bad Flower did a good job.
Yeah.
Incubus did fine following them.
Big Bad Flower energy.
Yeah, they were wild. They're a good live band.
What's better than Ezra? Nothing. Get it? Because they did better?
I got it. Good joke.
Okay. I'm going to leave.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So text BETTER right now to 312-591-8300. You get to see that show. And then everything Q101 does, you got to let that sit in for a year. Riot Fest to Riot Fest. So from this Riot Fest in 5 weeks to the next one in 2024. Think about things you want to do on a weekend night or a weeknight, whatever. You got it all taken care of. You put it in your little phone in your Outlook and you go, hey, I got a concert this week. I got 4 concerts this week. You will be the envy of everybody you know. So be a part of the golden ticket and text in now. Speaking of concerts, There's an artist.
Yes, go on.
There's an artist that has this in their rider. And if you don't know what a rider is, it's something that they request at every venue they go to, or every place, every show. Like we go through riders when we do Picnic and when we do Twisted. It's demands from the band.
And it's like what they require backstage to have from, like, say they have a certain water or beverage or whatever that they like to have. Yes.
All that stuff. It's called a rider. And they make these demands, and they won't play if these things are not met for the most part. They can make really serious demands, and they can make some minor ones. This artist requests new toilet seats at every venue they play.
That's a good one.
That is it. I got to admit, I like that.
How the hell is that not on more?
It should be on everybody's. A new toilet seat.
I would request that.
Wherever they play.
Like Jobs.
Of course. Well, Jobs would be a little excessive.
Why? I want a new one.
I'll buy you one at Home Depot. We'll get you one back there.
I should have had a writer when I started.
A rider's a great thing to have if you can pull it off. And we'll tell you what artist it is. They requested new toilet seats at every venue they play right after Måneskin. It's not Måneskin, we'll tell you that much right now.
I have a question.
Yep.
When you were in your little, like, Build-A-Bands that you tried to make it big, did you ever get to do a writer, or you were just too busy asking if you could please play somewhere?
We were just begging to play places. I played guitar in a band. I called it Sludge's Build-A-Band back in the day. It wasn't a little Build-A-Band. We actually played in front of 19,000 people once.
Yeah, okay, it wasn't like you sold it out. You had to participate in another event.
There was a St. Patty's Day festival.
Yeah,
we just happened to get up there and play. So, to answer your question, no.
You never got to do one?
I thought about it, but I was just happy to play. But unlike when you're the bigger band you become, the better your rider can get, pretty much.
Right.
You know?
Like new toilet seats.
Right. And we'll tell you who did that coming up after Måneskin in 3 minutes.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. What artist requests new toilet seats at every venue they play? It's called a tour rider. And these are things that every band, we have to deal with at Q101 for all these concerts with the golden ticket. You know, everybody's got a rider, things they want or demand backstage to be happy for the show to go on. And the artist that requests new toilet seats at every venue is Beyonce.
Of course.
Yeah, she
The
wants
one and
new
only.
toilet seats. I think this is a really genius, to be honest, because
It really is.
there's nothing more than going and you have that fresh new toilet seat. It just
I
is
can't
so
even
refreshing.
hate on that.
No, I can't either. It's funny. We're going to make fun of a bunch of these. We have a whole bunch from artists out there.
And
that
some are crazy, but I could actually see why you'd want that, though. You know? So I like hers.
It just shows also like how big you get. You can ask for anything you want. And obviously she's monstrous, so you can get a new toilet seat. Because if it was, I don't know. I don't know if Local H would get new toilet seats. I'm nothing again. I love Scott. I love Local H. I love my guys over there, our guys. But I just don't know if they'd requested it. Would they get a new toilet seat put on? I don't think they would either. I don't think they'd ask
Do you
for
think
that.
anybody from the double features would be able to get new toilet seats? That's what I want to know.
Listen.
I want them to text in and let us know.
Double Features, who did the theme song here for the show. If you guys ever will play on our show, and that was your demand, I will do it for you. I'll go out to Home Depot and get a toilet seat, take care of it for you. But anyway, that was her demand. Now, there's other ones we have found through the world of music that what people have asked for and their rider. For example, Cher once requested a separate room for her wigs.
That's awesome.
Let's see here. Britney Spears, her rider, she wanted fish and chips, McDonald's, cheeseburgers without the buns. Also, 100 prunes and figs, a framed photo of Princess Diana.
Really?
These are things that she wanted. Now, this isn't the whole career, but this is like one tour they're grabbing from things here that people wanted.
Right, they're obviously grabbing unique things from it.
Yes. Foo Fighters requested a bag of pirate booty. You ever had that stuff?
Oh, yeah,
That's
really good.
so good. One bag's not enough. They also wanted 4 bottles of Gatorade in wacky colors, a selection of cereals, and DVDs that don't have Jamie Kennedy.
Okay, I was like, this is pretty normal until you got there. That's hilarious.
We found a rider from the Red Hot Chili Peppers who just played Lollapalooza, closed it out on Sunday. Their rider has changed through their career, obviously, but they want aromatherapy candles, fresh ginger, fresh papaya juice, and 24 1-liter bottles of still glacier water from either Hawaii or Australia.
It's aromatherapy, by the way.
What'd I say?
I'm not even
aromatherapy?
I don't even know.
No, whatever. Oh, there's so many people here that ask for weird things. And Eminem, this one is wild. Eminem demanded in his rider that a wooden pond be constructed in his backstage area and filmed with koi carp. He wanted a koi pond backstage.
That's awesome. I'll tell you what, I was part of a show once with Eminem on it, and his writer also included illegal substances that the station had to find a way to purchase.
Is that right?
Literally, they wrote down illegal that, like, here we go, we're requesting this.
Hey.
Can you believe that?
Did you guys get it?
Yeah, the station got it. Yeah, awesome.
That's pretty
I
cool.
can't get in trouble. It's a different state, so it's fine. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's these writers, like, for example, Van Halen, my favorite band of all time. I mean, they always have no brown M&Ms. Now, that became very weird around the concert industry, and bands even today repeat that one, no brown M&Ms. And you're like, why would they do that? Well, the reason is they figured that if they had an M&M, big in a bowl there and all the brown ones were gone, that everything else on the list that was actually more important, if they got the brown M&Ms thing done, then they probably got everything else done pretty easily too. So there was kind of a way of a test the people to make sure they got the venue right. What are you going, oh God, for? That's fair.
Just so unnecessary. How about you look around and see if what you need is there? How about you just do that?
You're saying all these other ones are necessary? They're all unnecessary.
No, but like that's... You're like, okay, fine. Your favorite beverage, if it's crazy, you don't like Jamie Kennedy, I guess, whatever. Can we say our weird one? Can we say it? Can we say it? Can we say it?
Oh, so
Please.
We're going to do Pierce the Veil coming up at 9 in the Golden Ticket. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
So Pierce the Veil, we love those guys. They played our pop-up at the Cubby Bear. Incredible band, obviously, playing the Aragon. So at 9 o'clock, the next Golden Ticket, you'll win tickets to the sold-out Pierce the Veil show, who, by the way, will be here with Brian and Kenzie later in the year. They'll be in the studio. Great, great guys. And we found out through someone that their writer,
This is so funny.
you want to say it?
Yes. They asked for a panini press. And you have to understand how funny this is, because why wouldn't they just request done panini? It's like
Right.
we could supply them. It's like they wanted to build their own. It's so funny. And it was unused because we went back there to see them, and it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And I think I just don't even understand, because they also failed to add some of the things that you would need to make a panini to the list.
They didn't have the ingredients.
Yeah, so they had the press, and then they didn't have everything you'd need to make it.
You can't imagine the amount of discussion we had over this panini press that you want. For example, just exactly what Kenzie said. Why not just order paninis? Why not just ask for every kind of panini on earth? Instead, they wanted to make their own paninis, which that makes you respect them more in a way. It absolutely does. And after meeting them and how
But they didn't
so
list
cool
the
they are.
other ingredients. Like, there was not like panini bread
No
or
bread.
filling or anything. I'm like, okay.
no hammer cheese, anything.
Maybe they like to order from like Marciano's and press it themselves.
I don't know.
don't know.
Remember, coming up at 9 o'clock, your chance to go see Pierce the Veil. And Double Features Mike is on the phone with us. Ahoy, Mike.
Hey, guys.
So we're talking about writers for bands. And if you listen to the beginning of the show at 6 o'clock, Double Features, they do an amazing job of starting the show off right with their incredible music and their performance.
Go.
Now, what are you calling up for? Do you want now a toilet seat like Beyonce wants next time you perform somewhere?
No, we don't need a toilet seat. I would say if we were to go there and play, we need a bottle of Malort. That's just, come on.
Come on.
Okay, we got some of that.
Let's go.
Okay.
And we obviously, then we would have to have a studio session to have Sludge play on one of our songs.
Uh-huh. I would do that.
So,
That's game. I got to start playing a little more.
Okay.
I haven't played a lot
Do you want me
lately.
to sing?
Okay. And then, I don't know.
Oh, that's a no, I guess. That's a no.
Oh, Kenji wants to sing on it? That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
We'll give her an audition. That's fine.
And what else you got?
And I don't know, maybe like the Golden Ticket, or I don't know.
Just something little like that, the entire golden ticket.
Yes. Yes.
Just a little something. And maybe two big fat heads of our faces in your studio.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So you can do that. Do you realize that it would be cheaper for us to give you new toilet seats than the golden ticket?
Is it gold plated?
Oh, no.
No.
Standard Home Depot. Cheapest one on the model.
The ticket's
I'll
also
take
just
it.
gold paper. Just a heads up, guys.
Yeah.
If you do win it, you're not actually getting solid gold as well as entrance to every show.
Darn it.
All right, Malort Mike, listen, we will have the double features in. We'll schedule a date, okay?
We'll do it. We love you guys.
Love you too, man. We'll take care of your rider. It'll all be set up. This is a wild thing, again, of the stuff that bands want backstage in their rider before they will perform. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
I would love to know what Billy Corrigan, your boy, and the Pumpkins ask for a writer backstage.
Want me to text him?
You can text him. Yeah, Kenzie's got his number. They all hang out together on weekends. It's Pride and Kenzie on Q101. We were just talking about band writers that are ridiculous, the demands they have to perform. And Hank Williams III, I found another one. He requested a half gallon of milk, squeezable mustard and ketchup, cereal, Oreos, and a monkey. A monkey.
I'm sorry. I was just like,
Yeah, easy stuff. I get it.
What kind of monkey? Just any?
Any random monkey. You didn't demand a certain kind of monkey.
Or just to be in the room and then you give it back?
Doesn't say.
Interesting.
I don't think they're getting that monkey back, though. If someone gives me a monkey, I'm not giving it back.
I bet Megan would prefer that you give it back.
Well, those are some of the weird band writers out there.
So weird.
Amazing. That's Hank Williams III. 15 minutes away. Again, Pierce the Veil. Your chance to see Pierce the Veil, along with the greatest thing Q101 does every year, the Golden Ticket. You'll get to every concert for a year from Riot Fest to Riot Fest for free, 9 a.m.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.